Alright, hello everybody, it is I, Granorite, and we are back with our next Pokemon Let's Play Monotype Challenge of our ground type, our second ground type team, which is going to have Swampert, Baltoy, Flygon, Gligar, and Nidoran. I need to get this out here to see what stats I'm trying to prioritize, not that it's really going to matter. As we do in our first episode, we're going to get our Pokemon up to level 7 starting out, read some Pokemon biologies, and then head on. Which actually, let's just take a look at the Pokemon as we read about it. So we have Mudkip here, medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Mudkip is a small amphibious quadrupedal Pokemon, and it has a blue body with a light blue underside. Mudkip has a large head with a blue fin on top and a light blue tail fin. It has black beady eyes and orange star-shaped gills on its cheeks. By using the fin on its head, Mudkip can detect changes in air and water currents as well as bodies of water. Its fin can also point in a certain direction as seen in the anime. Mudkip is capable of moving or crushing boulders larger than itself. Its large tail fin provides powerful acceleration to propel itself through the water. And according to its Pokemon Ranger browser entry, Mudkip is a very docile Pokemon. Mudkip is more commonly found in captivity, though it can be found in swamps and other wetlands. In the wild, it sleeps by burying itself in the soil at the water's edge. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Mudkip, Ruby says the fin on Mudkip's head acts as highly sensitive radar. Using this fin to sense movements of water and air, this Pokemon can determine what is taking place around it without using its eyes. Sapphire says in water, Mudkip breathes using the gills on its cheeks. If it is faced with a tight situation in battle, this Pokemon will unleash its amazing power. It can crush rocks bigger than itself. Emerald, you know, when you try to talk about Pokedex. Mudkip, on land, it can powerfully lift large boulders by planting its 4 feet and heaving. It sleeps by burying itself in the soil at the water's edge. And then fire red and leaf green. Mudkip, its large tail fin propels it through water with powerful acceleration. It is strong in spite of its size. And that is what we know about Mudkip. And for Mudkip, we're going to be looking at getting special attack and special defense up. So we're going to try to find us some Lotads here. And there's one already. And the occasional Ralts, hopefully. Lotads will be most common. Now, Mudkip, Swampert really is a physical attacker, but we have a lot of physical attackers on this team. Which is why we're trying to get a couple special attackers. Alright, gets a 6. We get us a Mud Slap. We'll heal up again. Another Lotad, excellent. And there's level 7. Alright, so let's swap over to the female Nidoran. Alright, let me get back in here. So the female Nidoran, which has Poison Point for its ability, is a medium slow leveling rate. Female Nidoran is a small quadrupedal mammalian Pokemon. It has large spiny ears, oversized front teeth, red eyes, and a pair of whiskers on each cheek. It is light blue with several darker blue spots. There are 2 white claws in each of its paws, and its back is covered with small toxic spines. It has a small feathered horn, or a small forehead horn, not feathered, sorry. The poisons secreted by the spines and horn are extremely potent, and even a scratch from its horn or a drop of poison from its barbs can be deadly. However, this docile Pokemon only uses its poison when it feels threatened. Female Nidoran is more sensitive to smell than the male Nidoran. It can use its whiskers to check the wind while either searching for berries or to avoid predators. The female Nidoran can use its incisor teeth for crushing the berries it forages for. And female Nidoran lives in open spaces such as savannas and plains. In our Gen 3 Pokedex information, Ruby and Sapphire, Nidoran. Nidoran has barbs that secrete a powerful poison. They are thought to have developed as protection for the small-bodied Pokemon. When enraged, it releases a horrible toxin from its horns. Emerald says, Nidoran. Its highly toxic barbs are thought to have developed as protection for the small-bodied Pokemon. When enraged, it releases a horrible toxin from its horn. Fire Red says, Nidoran. Though small, it must be treated with caution because of its powerfully toxic barbs. The female has smaller horns. And Leaf Green says, Nidoran. Although small, its venomous barbs render this Pokemon dangerous. The female has smaller horns. And we're looking for attack and defense on this Nidoran. So we want Poochyenas and Seedots here. And look at that poison point. Oh, it had a berry though, really. There's level 6. I feel like this poison point's gonna be pretty nice. Remember, Poochyenas and Seedots are what we're looking for right now. Because I can control that, and so I will. Remember, there's very few times in the game that we get to really direct our EVs. And so we take advantage of it the few times that we can. Alright, there's level 7 for Nidoran. Next, we'll go to Gligar. So Gligar has Sandveil, medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Gligar is a blue Chiropteran Pokemon with scorpion features. Its head and body are round and roughly equal in size. It has long triangular ears and triangular eyes with small pupils. 2 large pointed teeth protrude from its upper jaw, and a pink tongue is often seen lolling from its mouth. Its arms are segmented at the wrist and end in large pincers. Spread between its arms are 2 blue wing membranes, each tipped with a purple claw. Its legs are thin and likewise segmented at the ankles, with its round feet having 1 claw each. Gligar has a long tail split into spherical sections ending in a large round stinger. The female Gligar will have a smaller stinger than the male. As shown in the anime, Gligar feeds on berries and can emit sound waves to detect obstacles and fly around them. It glides smoothly and silently through the air with its limbs extended and startles its prey and enemies by flying straight toward them. It attacks by clamping onto the enemy's face with its clawed hind legs and pincers, then jabbing at it with its poisonous stinger. Gligar itself is resistant to its opponent's venom. Gligar lives in mountainous regions, making it nest along cliff sides. When it is done gliding, it hops along the ground back to its nest. And then our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Gligar. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald say, Gligar flies through the air without a sound as if it were sliding. This Pokemon hangs onto the face of its foe using its clawed hind legs and the large pincers on its forelegs, then injects the prey with its poisonous barb. And then Fire Red says, Gligar. It usually clings to cliffs. When it spots its prey, it spreads its wings and glides down to attack. And then Leaf Green says, Gligar. It flies straight at its target's face, then clamps down on the startled victim to inject poison. And that is our information on Gligar. For Gligar, we are going for HP and defense. So we want Wurmples and Seedots. We should find plenty of Wurmples. Should. Should is a keyword there. Gligar learns Sand Attack. Alright. Not good, but I guess it's something. Reduces accuracy. Well, that hit a little harder than I thought it was going to. We'll just drop a potion here. And there's Gligar, the level 7. Alright, Trapinch is coming up next. So Trapinch is a medium slow leveling rate Pokemon. Trapinch is blah blah blah. And we have Arena Trap, which prevents feeding. Trapinch is an orange insectoid Pokemon. It has a round body with a white underside and 4 stumpy legs. It also has a proportionally large head, small black eyes with twinkle-shaped pupils, and a zigzagging mouth. Trapinch's large jaws are powerful enough to crush any boulder that gets in its way as it digs through the sand of the arid deserts in which it lives. It can go a week without water. Instead of actively hunting prey, it digs into the sand to build its bowl or cone-shaped nest, waiting for prey to tumble inside and become trapped. When night falls, Trapinch will dig itself a spot underneath the sand and go to sleep. Due to the size of its head in contrast to its small body, Trapinch will be unable to get up after flipping over on its back, making it vulnerable to natural predators such as Sandile. And I just realized something when making my movesets here. We can't get Earthquake on Flygon if we're already teaching it to Gligar. Does it? It just naturally learns. I had Gligar and Flygon learning Earthquake, but I guess it's gonna learn Sand Tomb. Unless Vibrava just straight up learns Dig, which I don't think it does. It does not. Which means I probably can have somebody else learn Earthquake then that just learns it naturally. Which I think the only person that learns it naturally is Marshtop. It does, at 52. Okay. So our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Trapinch. Ruby says, Trapinch's nest is a sloped bowl-like pit dug in sand. This Pokemon patiently waits for prey to tumble down the pit. Its giant jaws have enough strength to crush even boulders. And Sapphire says, Trapinch is a patient hunter. It digs an escapable pit in a desert and waits for its prey to come tumbling down. This Pokemon can go a whole week without access to any water. And Emerald says, Trapinch. Its big claws crunch through boulders. Because its head is so big, it has a hard time getting back upright if it tips over onto its back. And Fire Red and Leaf Green say, Trapinch, it lives in arid deserts. It makes a sloping pit trap in sand where it patiently awaits prey. And then for Trapinch, we're going for attack and speed. So we want Poochyenas and Zigzagoons. But Poochyenas really aren't the best matchup for us, but I think it seems that we do okay. I know it's not very effective for us. We're gonna run. Oh, I can't escape. Well, Trapinch is gonna go down, and we're gonna go heal and then try again. Let me go. Oh my gosh, why do these Pokemon not want to let Trapinch go away? All of them are like, no, we'll fight. You know, I might give up on the Pokedex voice, though. It's okay, but it's not like it's easy for me to do. It's better just for me to read the Pokedex entries. You know, when I need Lotads, I can never find them. When I need Whirlpools, I have a hard time finding them. Come on. That should do it for Trapinch. Alright, and then we have Baltoy. And Baltoy is going for special defense and defense. Has Levitate there. Medium fast leveling, right? So Baltoy is a small Pokemon that resembles a tan figurine made out of clay or mud. There are arcing red markings over its eyes, which usually appear closed. A red stripe encircles its body and forms a ring on its belly. It has flat appendages that resemble arms, and a spike protrudes from the top of its head, and another smaller spike from under its body acts as its foot. It moves by spinning on this single-pointed foot and balance upright onto sleep. Baltoy are usually found in ruins and old graveyards where it congregates with its own kind and cries noisily. Old cave wall paintings depict it living with people in ancient times. And in Gen 3, Ruby says Baltoy moves while spinning around on its one foot. Primitive wall paintings depict this Pokemon living among people were discovered in some ancient ruins. Sapphire says as soon as it spots another of its kind, Baltoy congregate with them and begin to cry noisily in unison. This Pokemon sleeps while cleverly balancing itself on its one foot. And Emerald says a Baltoy moves by spinning on its single foot. It has been depicted in murals adorning the walls of a once bustling city in an ancient age. And Fire Red and Leaf Green say it was discovered in ancient ruins. While moving, it constantly spins. It stands on one foot even when asleep. Alright, so we're looking for Lotads and Seedots here for Baltoy. And it knows Confusion and Rapid Spin. Go away, Zigzagoon. Oh my god, is this the same level 3 Poochyena? Lotad. Can't seem to find any Seedots. Of course, they are very rare here. It's like a 1% chance to get a Seedot, 5% chance to get a Waltz. That hurt. Let's go heal. I can get one more. And we learned Mud Slap. Excellent. Alright. We are ready to head on. So, let's swap up... Nidoran for this first fight. Take on the trainer with a Poochyena. I think my attack speed slowed down. Scratch! Good deal. Let me check my options really quick. Yeah, let's turn that to fast. Alright, let's swap over to Gligar for this next fight. Poison Sting. So the question is are we going to face the same issues with this team that we faced with our first ground team? If you remember with our first ground team, we could not get past Wallace's Ludicolo, like, to save our life. But we do have 3 Pokemon that will be more resistant to ground type attacks. Because Nidoran will be, Nidoqueen will be, Flygon will be, and Gligar will be. Not that I expect much out of Gligar, let's be honest. But we'll get 2 evolutions next episode, and then a bunch of evolutions after we face Winona. I guess we'll get 1 evolution before we face Flannery. So we have 2 next episode. Next one will be before we face Flannery, and then there will be a bunch after we face Winona, and then the last one will be right before we face Juan. Good job, Trapinch. Two Oran berries and 2 Pecha berries. Let's let Balt. I don't really care about speed on Baltoy. We're gonna let Trapinch still do the first part of this fight, even though it leveled up. There's only 2 Pokemon that I would really put speed on, and Trapinch is one that we really wanted on, and the other would be Gligar. And Now the Shroomish, on the other hand, will go over to Baltoy. See how much this absorb does. Not bad. We'll out damage it though with the confusion, especially if we critical hit it. Let's heal up. So talk to our dad, and then let Wally do his thing. And then we talk to Scott. Alright, I remember there is a heart scale here. We're going to want a couple heart scales. Good deal. C-Dot coming out next. Alright, we'll send out Baltoy here. Ain't gonna get nothing off this confusion, because we're just going to drop you. Good job, Baltoy. And Trapinch is level 9 now. We'll put up Mudkip for this next fight. So there should be a heart scale around here somewhere. I don't remember being over this far. There it is. We'll just tackle through this Magikarp. It's not going to cause us any problems. Much slap. So we need to level up Mudkip, and Nidoran up to the next level, which is why we're using him. Like I said, we're gonna get EVs that we don't want to get. It is inevitable. Still hitting us. What's the point of mud slapping 5 times if it's just gonna hit us like it's nothing? Alright, I ain't gonna risk that. We're just gonna swap over to Nidoran. See? Mudkip and Nidoran both leveled up off of it. Anyways. Alright, so heal up before we get through here. Let's give orange berries out. We'll give a Pecha Berry to Gligar. This guy with his 4 bug Pokemon. Alright, hope you all like Poison Sting. There's one down. You know, looking at this team, we might have more issues. Well, I guess the Mudkip does well against ice. We have a couple, you know, Flygon will be good against water. As will Mudkip. You know, we'll have to see. Didn't quite level up. There we go. Another Whirlpool. Let's send out Mudkip. Alright, we have Paralysis Heal. We're gonna swap up Nidoran for this next fight. Scratch. Scratch. Maybe it'll poison itself when it tackles us. I think we got it on the ropes. Too bad we didn't get that poison though, it would have just went down. Alright, now we're going to swap over to Baltoy and see if Baltoy can take on these two Nincadas, which may be a tall order. They do know Leech Life, which is super effective. We'll see. A lot of things don't have good special defense, though, so we can really knock them down with a good confusion. Just like that. Good deal. This guy gives us Bullet Seed. Alright, then we got a couple Zigzagoons coming up. We have a Zigzagoon coming up. Excellent. Swap up Mudkip, and then let's use a potion on Gligar. Low Tide. Missed the tackle. Good job. Shroomish coming out next, so we'll send out Gligar. Good damage. And a good poison. Alright, we're going to leave Mudkip and Baltoy up for this double battle. Let's just destroy this C-Dot. Alright, we're gonna... Again, just take out the C-Dot, or the Lotad right now. Then we'll go into the C-Dot together. I want to make sure it's not using Bite or something. Alright, it did just harden again. Now we definitely will take it down. Because the hardens will not help it against that confusion. Alright, and then we'll swap Trapinch up for this last fight, which is just going to be against some Magikarps. So we're going to speed it up as we bite through these. Magikarp, our Trapinch is going to eat some fish. We'll hop up here and get this X item. Hop in here and get cut. We'll hop in here and talk to Scott. And get the Quick Claw. And then go heal up. Alright, and we're going to end our episode here for today. So we do hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back next time with more Pokemon. Until then, see you next time.